If you're trying to sell your product online or you would like to earn recurring incomes, setting up your very own membership site is crucial to your success. That said, one of the biggest problems is that many people don't know where to start. What membership script should you use? By using WordPress, you can make your site beautiful, but to be honest, most of the plugins that integrate into this that are WordPress membership sites, let's be honest, are not great looking or user friendly. So you're going to discover how to run your very own WordPress based membership site by using WooCommerce. This 7-part video course is designed to show you exactly how you can quickly and easily brainstorm, plan, and set up your WordPress membership site. Here is a quick video's overview of what's inside this video course. Video number 1 is the introduction. We'll talk about a brief overview of what's inside the course, how it is all laid out, and more importantly, what you need in order to get started. Video number 2, we'll talk about mapping out your membership site funnel. So in other words, before we talk about the technical details and how to set things up, it's crucial and very important for you to map out what your business funnel is going to look like. Video number 3, we're going to talk about which WordPress membership plugin you should use. And of course, while we highly recommend WooCommerce memberships, which is a plugin that attaches to the WooCommerce platform, there are a lot of other WordPress membership plugins out there. And of course, video number 4, we'll talk about how to access the WooCommerce memberships plugin, how to install it, and of course, how to get started by configuring your settings. Video number 5, we'll talk about creating a membership level. Video number 6, we'll talk about creating and pricing your product. And of course, last but not least, video number 7, we'll talk about testing. So go ahead and grab this video course today and start building your membership site. Hello, and just want to say congratulations on getting access to this video course on how to start your own WordPress membership site. So here's a quick video's overview of what we're going to talk about in this course. So that way you get a bird's eye view of how all the pieces of the puzzle fit together. Now, this is obviously video number 1, and we'll talk about what you need in order to get started after the slide after this. Video number 2, we'll talk about mapping out your membership site funnel. In other words, how do you take that wonderful idea of yours and make it happen? So a lot of people make the mistake of jumping in, trying to figure out the technical aspect, and just getting frustrated, not knowing what the next step is. So that is why we are going to map it out. So we're going to take a little bit of brainstorming, and then we're going to map it out into a flow chart so that you can see what step 1, step 2, step 3, and so forth is, and that way you're not going to get lost. Then in video number 3, we'll talk about which WordPress membership plugin you should use. Now, obviously, we're going to be covering the WooCommerce platform and the WooCommerce memberships extension that will be a plugin on top of WooCommerce. Video number 4, we'll talk about how do you take that plugin, get access to it, install it, and of course, getting started by configuring the settings. Video number 5, we'll talk about how you can go about creating different membership levels. So as you know, different membership sites are different. Some have free levels and paid levels, maybe 2, a free and a paid. And some might have a free, a paid, and a premium level. So it doesn't really matter how many levels you want. At the end of the day, we're just going to show you how to create different levels that will give your customers or prospects access to different parts of your website to get them to want to actually upgrade to the higher level. And of course, in video number 6, we'll talk about creating products and of course, pricing your products within the WooCommerce store. In other words, you're going to be able to connect the memberships and into an actual product. So if somebody buys that product, they can get access to that specific membership level. And of course, last but not least, video number 7, we'll talk about testing. How do you go about making sure that you have everything correct, it's going to work, and you've spent all that time and it actually works? All right, so getting started, here's what you're going to need. We assume that you already have a WordPress site created already. So we're not going to go into the detail of how to install your WordPress site. So assuming that you already have that WordPress site created already, you're going to definitely need money to purchase WordPress plugins. Now, the WooCommerce membership plugin is around about $200. Now, that could increase or decrease depending on which way WooCommerce decides to go. Now, I want to say a lot of times WooCommerce will come out with special deals. So sometimes they'll come out with 40% off whenever they do like a big release, or you can see like Black Friday or different special holidays. So just bear that in mind that you can save a lot of money if you keep an eye out. Now, of course, WooCommerce platform, the plugin is free, so you don't have to pay any money for that. Now, you might be thinking, well, are there any free membership plugins out there? Yes, there are, but at the end of the day, we've tested some of those and we found that many of them are just not useful. They don't have the features that you need to scale, to build a long-term business. So in other words, free is not the best way to build your long-term business. So with that said, let's move on to video number 2.